Have you ever felt that rush? Standing at the edge of something risky. Your heart's racing. Mind's buzzing. That moment when one step can make all the difference. That's the tightrope we walk every day, especially in construction. The line between recklessness and courage. Welcome back to the Safety Factor, where we explore the heartbeat of construction safety, innovation, and leadership. I'm Tim Wolter, and today we're tackling a topic that impacts every project and every worker. How to distinguish bold, calculated courage for impulsive recklessness, and why it matters more than ever in the construction industry. Let's start with a scenario you might know too well. You're up on a beam, exposed to the elements. The task ahead feels urgent. The clock is ticking. The harness is there, but the temptation to skip that extra step tugs at you. Recklessness whispers, "It's fine, just go for it." Courage, though, it's the steady voice that says, "Take a moment, hook in, do the right thing." This distinction isn't just theoretical. In construction, it's life or death. But here's the kicker. Courage isn't about avoiding risk. It's about managing it. Recklessness ignores the consequences, while courage respects them. Let's get real about what recklessness costs. In the U.S. alone, the construction industry suffers the highest fatality rate among all sectors. Falls, electrocutions, caught-in incidents. These aren't just stats. They are stories of lives cut short and families forever changed. Now I remember a project when I was younger. We were up on a roof. It was early morning. Had an old comp on it. It's around 8, 9, 12 pitch on a second story. Now, the guy I was with, he was the lead. He was supposed to be setting the example, but he decided that a safety harness and rope were optional. I warned him about the pitch, and he waved me off, just overconfidence. We were right above an iron fence. So in California, there's safety gates around pools. This customer wanted the decorative iron ones with the spear tips on them. And we were standing right above that on the roof. He's working on the edge. We're hanging along, run a gutter. Got one side screwed in, and he's moving down towards me. He gets into a spot, reaches down, and you can hear the tiles start crunching, and his feet start slipping. He starts sliding faster. I mean, he can't stop himself. Right at the edge of the roof, it's coming at him, and I just reacted. I pulled the gutter straight up, pulled back on it, and right into his legs. And he slammed back onto the roof. The sheet metal dug into him. But when I looked at his legs and seeing how far that sheet metal went in, there's blood everywhere. I had to call ambulance and go to the ER. It's stitches and crutches, but it could have been much worse. If he would have gone over, he would have been right on top of the iron. But I never saw him again. Yeah, I don't know if it's a shame or what, but maybe he realized how close he came to losing everything. That incident, it's one of many that changed how I see safety. It's why I'm so passionate about building safety culture where every worker, no matter how experienced, and they know the rules are not optional. They're lifelines. Because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit you need those safeguards. Follow the regs and make it home safe. So here's the thing. Courage is contagious. And I can share another story, one that has a way better ending. A worker, I'll call Sarah, she noticed a piece of faulty equipment during a high-stakes project. She was new and hesitant to speak up, but she got that courage to do so. And that courage didn't just prevent a potential accident, it set a standard. Her team saw her example. It sparked a culture of vigilance and open communication. That's what courage looks like. Not just protecting yourself, but looking out for your crew. So how do we transform courage into culture? Starts with leadership. As managers and supervisors, we set the tone. If we cut corners, so will the teams. If we prioritize safety, they'll follow. So practical steps. Daily safety talks. Every shift, start with a quick briefing. Review the risks, highlight past successes, and invite feedback. It's a small step with a big impact. Celebrate vigilance. Recognize workers who speak up, prevent accidents. A simple thank you or public acknowledgement, it will build morale. And empower through training. Use tools like simulations to let workers experience risky scenarios. That builds judgment, confidence, and muscle memory. Let's talk tech. So technology can be an ally. Tools like SafetyVue Insights are game changers because it's real-time hazard analysis and predictive data that allows crews to address risks before they can escalate. And simulation training, it's not just cool video game type thing. It's transformational. Workers can practice life-threatening scenarios without any real consequences. Imagine training for a crane collapse or scaffolding failure in VR. Workers learn, adapt, and walk into real-life challenges better prepared. Technology doesn't replace courage, it enhances it. It gives you the ability to react when you find yourself in situations. Courage doesn't exist in a vacuum. It thrives in a team that trusts one another. That's why psychological safety, where workers feel safe to voice concerns, is non-negotiable. Think of it like this. Every worker is a craftsman. Every voice a tool. Together we build the structure of a safety culture that lasts. At the end of the day, the line between recklessness and courage is drawn by choice. It's your choice. Every harness you clip, every hazard you call out, every precaution you take to contribute to the culture where safety isn't a rule, it's a value. So step up. Be the ones who lead by example, who create an industry where courage is standard and recklessness is left behind. And that's a wrap on another episode of The Safety Factor. I hope you walk away feeling inspired, informed, and maybe a little bit challenged, because that's what this podcast is all about. It's about pushing ourselves to be better, to think bigger, and to build a future where construction is a force of good in the world. Next week, we're going to explore how technology is reshaping the construction landscape. But until then, I am grateful for each and every one of you who tunes in, who shares this podcast with your colleagues, who joins me on this journey to transform the construction industry. Your support means the world to me. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. That way you'll never miss an episode as we continue to explore the fascinating world of construction, technology, and the human spirit. And if you're feeling extra generous, leave us a rating or a review. It takes a few seconds and it helps other safety-minded folks like you to discover the show. Plus, it puts a big smile on my face. You can also connect with us on social media. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Share your thoughts, ask questions, and join the conversation. I love hearing from you. And finally, remember this. You are the future of construction. You are the ones who build the future world of tomorrow. So embrace the passion, hone your skills, and never stop learning. Together, let's build a future where construction is a source of pride, a symbol of progress, and a testament to the compassion, ingenuity of the human spirit. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep building.